This is all cyclical, okay? This is what happens in the cryptocurrency. Now, I understand a lot of you guys are new. I've been invested in Dogecoin since 2019. I've been part of Bitcoin since I was a part of Bitcoin 2017 when the big correction happened, okay? We've had three big corrections now, okay? This other one was kind of pretty big. We had the first one in 2013, and we had another one in 2017, and then now we have the one in 2021. So it's like, this is what Bitcoin and all cryptocurrencies do. This is the most volatile asset. Like, you better be ready for some swings. Like, I mean, and if you think it's going to be it, they said that the last two corrections when it fell down and they called it a crash. You know what? It didn't crash. You held and it came back up. But you know what? The recovery time of these assets are improving over the time. The first crash, 2013, it crashed again in 2017. From 2017 to now, you see the time frame? We're cutting down the times. Like, now this next correction, it's going to be even quicker. Like, I believe we're going to be back where Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies were by the end of this year, and we're going to 2 times that. So that means Bitcoin is going to be at $120,000 by the end of this year. And all the other ones, Ether, that one's going to be at $6,000. Dogecoin, that one's going to be at $1.50, $1.60 around there. Like, all of these ones are, Cardano's even going to go up. That one's going to be at like $350 probably by the end of the year, if not $450. All you need to do is hold and add to your position. And I don't mean to add all of it. Look, I understand that people are afraid out there. I get it. You know, when you look at your portfolio and your average cost is up at like 50 cents, 74 cents, that does not feel good. Trust me, I've been there. And if anybody else out there is telling you they've never been there, or if they're not talking about it, then what the hell are you listening to them for? Listen, I've done it before, but what you do is you add to your portfolio every paycheck. You take a small percentage. You know what you need to do is go listen or read, actually, the book, The Richest Man of Babylon. They tell you in that book, you need to save. You need to pay yourself first, okay? You always pay yourself 1/10 of whatever you make, okay? You make $10 and you take $1. No matter what, you pay yourself first before you pay your bills. And with that $1, you take half of that $1 and you put it in your portfolio. Now, $1, obviously, you're not going to just do $1. So if you take 1/10 of whatever your paycheck is and you put it away, and out of that 1/10, you take another 30%, 50% and put it in your portfolio, but you do not use it that day. Let it sit there. Let it marinate. Now, before we go any further, please remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This should be considered entertainment use only. Before you buy or sell any asset, you should always consult with a professional, or hell, don't be lazy. Look some charts, read some articles, listen to some random guy or chick on YouTube. But like I was saying, that's what you're not gonna add all of your money. You're gonna let it just sit there. Like I pull profits, or if I had to make a deposit from my bank account, which I do all the time, I let it sit there and just let it chill there. Like, you know, money isn't gonna like you if you can't keep it safe. You know that, right? Like, money launch is gonna, you need to be able to show your money that you're gonna be able to make little baby money, because hell, it ain't gonna want to chill with you if you can't keep it safe. It's gonna want to go to the next dude. That's the problem with a lot of people here. They get the money and they want to spend it right away. So when you're thinking about investments, you don't invest right away, and you definitely don't invest all of it. Just slowly add to your position. And on times like this, you will be happy and you will thank me. But don't thank me, thank yourself, because you're the one doing it. Because now you have that dry powder, you have that extra cash that you can invest, and you can bring down your average, or hell, you can grab on something that just came out. You don't want to trim back on your positions you have. You know how many times I hear people like, oh man, I want to get in on this, but I'm fully invested over here. It's like, what do you mean you're fully invested? What, you have no available cash? Nah, bro. You can't do that. Do not ever make it to where you don't have available cash, because especially if you're using margin, man. I don't even to get into the margin and the staking and all that, because I'm not even gonna get involved with that. I firmly believe you shouldn't do that until after a huge correction, or until after you have a stabilized long-term portfolio. All right, don't stake nothing or margin anything unless you have a solid long-term portfolio. Like my little 28% I got right there, it's more than enough to cover if I were to lose everything. I know it doesn't make any sense, but those assets are like, my average cost is stupid on those ones. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I mean, just play it smart. Make the game, like, level the playing field to where the game is going to be good for you. You play the game on your best day, all right? You don't go play the ball game on your worst day. You're going to sit on the bench, all right? You don't need to play all these games. You don't need to play every day. Remember that. You don't need to be playing every day. Don't forget to come follow me on Twitter so you can have a chance to win some Dogecoin.